Book of Job, as interpreted by Jay. Here we go. Job had all he could possibly need because he served the Lord so faithfully. He had 3,000 camels, 7,000 sheep. His household was the greatest in the east. Then Satan came to the Lord, said, I've been walking the earth back and forth from south to north. God said, have you met my servant Job? He's a good man who does what he's told. And Satan replied, that's because you protect this place. Take that away, and he will curse you to your face. So God said, do what you will, but Job is not to be killed. So Satan left, and you could bet he was ill. The next day, a messenger came. He said, your herds, your servants, they were all slain. But the worst thing that happened today is that all of your children passed away. So Job arose and tore his robe. He shaved his head, and then he said, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away, and in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he still kept his faith. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he still kept his faith. Well, Satan hit Job with bulls all over. His wife told him, curse God and let it be over. But Job said, no way. And in all this he never lost his way. Well, Job's friends came from far away, and when they saw his face they didn't know what to say. So they sat and prayed for 7 nights and 7 days. Then Job arose and he started to say, I give curse to the date of my birth. I shouldn't never live to walk this earth. I give curse to the date of my birth. And I really don't think it could get any worse. Well, Job's friend said it's not your reverence, your confidence. Remember now, whoever perished being innocent. Job said, would it please God to crush me, that he would loose his hand and touch me? But I will not speak wickedness, I hold fast to my righteousness. I am not a hypocrite, no evil will come from my lips. Oh, was a man who lost everything, but in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he still kept his faith. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he still kept his faith. Well, God was watching from beginning to the end. He said, would you indeed know my judgment? Do you think you can surpass me? And do you really wish to outlast me? Job answered the Lord and said, I know you can do everything. If it's in your will, please stop the suffering. So God gave Job twice as much as he had before, and he hit his knees and gave thanks to the Lord. Job lived another 140 years of age. He saw 4 generations of children play, and when his time came, he died old and full of days. That's the book of Job as interpreted by Jay. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he still kept his faith. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he never lost his way. Job was a man who lost everything, but in all this he still kept his faith. Kept his faith. He still kept his faith.